Good morning, welcome to Living Local. So this morning, Charles and I are on our way to Florence, and we are meeting with some of the friendly folks over at Anderson Brothers Bank. So they've done a really great job helping out with the community and helping out with a lot of the local businesses during this COVID pandemic. So we're gonna chat with them and see what they've been up to.
Oh, there's something so real about living local, about the people and the places where we live. Just look at all the reasons why we call this home. And I'm living local. I'm living local 'cause it's where I love to be.
It's kind of a crazy time right now, huh?
Yeah, every day's interesting. Yeah, depending upon whether it's the virus and opening or shutting, because we were shut for about a month or so, and then all of a sudden there was a spike in cases, so we shut down some of our branches in the heavier infected areas. But then at the same time, you're still trying to do business, and people still need to borrow money or get deposits. So it's definitely, every day is different.
Right, and I know you guys have really tried to work with a lot of the local businesses that are struggling right now.
Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, we're a local community bank, and most of the businesses we deal with are local, and they have to keep doing business, and we need to be there for them. So there's been different times over the last couple months that we've worked through weekends or helped them at nights, and it's been rewarding. It's been a lot of work and tough, but it's been rewarding.
Really, it seems like the people, the community is kind of your focus, and serving them the best way that you guys can, and keeping them supported.
Yeah, it is, and it's rewarding. It makes it a fun. If you enjoy helping people and helping others, it's a rewarding job. Some of our employees have been able to work from home and stay safe and get their jobs done. And the drive-through, we've done everything from sign loan papers to open checking accounts, or do everything possible. Do come to the bank, please wear a mask, but when you do enter, please pull your mask down just for recognition purposes, being a bank. But we are encouraging that. We have sanitizer all over our lobbies. If you can use the drive-through, please do use the drive-through for your safety and our employees' safety.
Do you know kind of like any of the history for Anderson Brothers, like when it started or what the first branch was, where that was?
Yeah, it's a really neat, cool story. It started in 1933 out of the back of a tobacco warehouse.
It's a long time ago.
Yeah, we're 3 years will be 90 years old.
Wow.
So stability, we've been here, we've been around. It's not a community bank that just started yesterday,
Sure.
So we've been around through the ups and downs and supported people. But yeah, the back of a tobacco warehouse, when the farmers and stuff needed help during coming out of the Depression and stuff, and it's just grown from there.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's very interesting.
Yeah.
And you said it was where in Mullins?
It was in Mullins, at the back of a tobacco warehouse in Mullins.
And so was that technically the first branch?
Yeah, it was.
Okay.
Yeah, and that's still the headquarters in Mullins.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, that is pretty neat.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. So, Seem, how long have you been with Anderson Brothers Bank?
I came to work here at the end of February this year.
Okay, so relatively new, but you're not new to banking though, right?
Now, I've been in banking in Florence for 40 years now.
In Florence for 40 years?
Sure have.
Wow. And we were kind of chatting a little bit before we started rolling, and you were saying you have some customers that have stayed with you since your first bank, right?
I hate to say this, but I've got 4 generations.
Really?
I had one of my customers came in with his grandson, and I had banked his dad. So,
I love that. That's really cool.
So I'm telling how old I am. My customers, I guess, became my friends. So
Yeah.
I'm really banking most of my friends now.
I love that.
Yeah.
And so how long have you been here, Randy?
I have been with Anderson Brothers now for 17 years.
17? Wow. You must like it here.
I do. We actually started this office 17 years ago
Really?
in Florence. We offered the PPP loan. We got into that fairly quickly. Our chief credit officer got us ahead of the curve, sort of. He was very much into it and knew what to do and how to do. And we got, I'd say, probably a week and a half ahead of everybody else.
Wow.
Therefore, we've done a lot. We've actually done over 1,700 PPP loans.
For people who don't really know what the PPP loan is, that is a loan for local businesses or businesses in general, right?
Right, local small businesses to pay salaries, utilities, and that type of stuff. And a portion of that will be forgivable by the government. And
when people say community bank, really that just means a bank that is invested in the community and wants that relationship?
Yes, and we want the mom and pop business, and we want the mom and pop food store and mom and pop restaurant, but we also have excuse me, everything else available that the bigger banks have. So,
it seems like the customer service is a very high priority here.
Very much so. Customer service is the priority here.
Well, I had a great time learning about Anderson Brothers Bank today and meeting some of the friendly folks here. Thanks for watching Living Local. We'll be right back.